Good morning for the second time today. I did a checkout just to make sure the sound was okay, because I am streaming vertically and horizontally. So if something is wrong, please let me know, because I'm wearing headphones. I can't hear both sides. So I need you guys to help me out with that. But anyway, I'm happy to be back. It's Monday morning, 2:30-ish. Let me just double check. 2:26 to be exact, Eastern. 22nd of September already. My God, time goes fast. I can't believe it. Yeah, so here we are. Let me know how your weekend was. Did anyone, I'm just curious. Did anyone of the people that are watching the ICT's new educational videos, are they interested in that actually? Just want to know, just curious. To make a few adjustments here. Here we go. Should be okay. Just double checking everything, guys, because I need to, I haven't merge the chats as well, so it could be that if one chat goes, I still need to check the other one. Yes, that's it. Bear with me. Bear with me, guys. Starting YouTuber. You have to learn all the things by yourself, right? But it's fun. I just need to check that I went live on a different way, so I just want to double check if everything is visible. I just need to check it that way. And then I'm just going to get into the nitty gritty of what we're here for, right? Trading. We love markets. We love trading. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to trust you guys to give me feedback if necessary, and I have to let go. I just want everything to be perfect, but I just have to make sure that I have both chats open so I don't miss you guys. Chats, that's important. Just want to make sure I've got that up and running properly. I will merge them. I will merge them at some point, honestly. So bear with me. Hey, SMT. There you go. You're on the SMT charter, so you're on the vertical, right? If I'm correct. Are you anywhere else on? No. I'm just on YouTube, but I just started the vertical and horizontal screen. So I'm just sort of like trying out, and I tried to merge the chats, but it got a little bit. It didn't work out. So I just have to figure out that let me just make sure. Are you on the vertical or the horizontal screen? Just want to see. Yeah, yeah, we're vertical. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because I didn't change the text, and if I look at it, it just looks horizontal. But it's okay. Okay, nice. Okay, Let me know if there's any feedback, if there's sound issues or anything. Let me know, because I can't. I had to put headphones on. You mean my landscape is vertical? You are on landscape, but it looks vertical? That's weird. Shouldn't be. Down to my channel. Okay, that's funny because I see the chat in the vertical one. That's why I'm a little bit confused, but it's okay. You know what? It'll work out. I just need to make sure that I see both. And then we'll get going. Okay, gotcha. I see you. This is the normal screen. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay. I got you. Both are landscape. Both are landscape. Both are landscape. Let me see. Oh, I see. Yeah, the vertical is not working. Okay, gotcha. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna kill the vertical then and just focus on the, that's weird. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Okay, both are horizontal. Oh, I know what I did wrong. I already know, but it's okay. I'm gonna kill the vertical and I'm gonna focus on, yeah. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I know what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. I'm gonna kill one. There's no use in doing that. Let me see which I'm gonna kill. I think it's this one, right? Then do that, and then we'll just continue on. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna kill the one that is supposed to be vertical. So if you're there, just join me on the other one. I know what I did wrong, but who? Yeah, okay. End stream. One is ended. There we go. Okay, now we can focus. So what happened is I was testing the other one. I was testing and I thought there was something wrong with the sound. And then I made new streams and then I forgot one little thing. And I know exactly what I forgot. That's it. But it's okay. It's okay. Here we go. Now I can just focus on one. Yeah. So you always need like a checklist, right? Always make a checklist. Thank you for the compliment, by the way. I appreciate it. Then I want the normal chat here to make sure that I've got the chat. This is the normal thing. Yeah, okay, here we go. Now we can go. Yeah, I downloaded the playlist. So this is also something so weird that I cannot type in my chat in through OBS. So annoying. What's going on? Why is it giving me such a hard time? Okay. Okay, problems for later. Problems for later. I just want to make sure that I can chat here. You know, this is a fun. You know, I really. You can see the wind outside. This is the part of when you start out as a YouTuber and you start, you know, you want to evolve and you want to add new things, and then you run into technicals, and it's like, okay, I'll get there, but I just need to really give it a few goes, and then I'll get there. So anyway, okay, here we go. Are you gonna? Oh, I can really help you out with tips and stuff like that, because I love South Africa. I mean, it's just yeah, it's a beautiful country. We have a lot to offer here, and I fell in love with it, and I'm staying. I'm going nowhere. Yeah. What is it depending on? In the meantime, I'm going to look at the chart, guys, because that's what we're here for, right? So tomorrow I'll do another I don't know if there's interest. People tell me, oh, people want to have vertical, but then I'm like, do you see the screen properly, right? But some people just want to hear it and they watch the stream afterwards. That's what I understood. So I'm okay. I can cater to that. If it's just a setup thing and I need to do some technicals, it's not a problem for me. So working on it. If there's any people like that. Oh, yeah, we have a lot of wind. For anyone also, if you want to connect with me, just email. I started a X account, but there's so much. X is so negative lately. I mean, there's so much. I'm just you think about doing meeting streams. What do you mean meeting streams? Like getting with people together on a stream, or adding to my stream? Yeah, I'm thinking of doing some different things. Hey, by the way, I just want to go into, I think we're going down, by the way, on the 4 hour. So I just want to, yeah, so I did start an X, and I thought, oh, you know, I should, because you know, if you want to grow your channel, you have to do X, and for now, you know, tell them that you're online, and I'm like, I'm just not doing it for some reason, and I'm just thinking, you know what, I'll grow slower, but you know, I'll grow with the right people. Hey, I'm bearish, by the way. It's 2:39. I was already bearish, but because 4 hour continuation, right? We have 2 o'clock manipulation, and we're gonna get the distribution now. Because I'm just starting out, I'm gonna do a paper trade. Always paper trade when you just start out, when you have not enough coffee, guys. So stop loss here. I think we're gonna get a continuation move in the 4 hour because we're already running down. But my TP now, let me quickly have a look. Okay, let me look at the 4 hour. We got a little gap here. We already went. I don't know. I want if people have watched ICT. Yeah. TGIF. I know. Hey, I use them all. Remember the Wix, the premium and discount Wix ICT used. Now 820. Now this could be, we've got a little gap here. This will be my, I will just take it because I just enter in and out. This is just a quick warm up scalp for me. I just because I was just late to the party, I'm just playing it to this little wick, to this little imbalance here, and that's it. And then I have to reassess. We have another wick here. I haven't been calculating it, but normally I would have been on that one and see. I would look into the lower time frame, 15-minute, to reassess. But I'm late to the party, and I'm chatting with my buddy. So we're getting into it, guys. There's enough. The week is just starting, so we're just getting warming up. We're just getting warmed up. It's all good. We don't have any FOMO, and if we have FOMO, we fight it because we know that it's like a bus, right? S&P charter, they keep on coming. Oh, I'm gonna. Did I miss my exit? Okay, there you go. See, it just hit it. And it's going back up now. Yeah, you know what? I just started this 5 weeks ago, and the people that are here, and I'm just so happy. It's still a nice and small group, and I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, it's just great to do this and grow with it together. Thank you. I appreciate it. I need that support. It's sometimes not easy as a starting YouTuber, and I'm also not using any other social media platform. So this is it, and I'm just focusing on this one. So yeah. Okay. Now, obviously, we want to. Thank you. I just looked at the weekly though. I got rid of the weekly TGIF because I thought, you know what, we might just only retrace because we didn't go into the TGIF zone in Asia. What we normally do, right, in Asia, or when we don't have a normal TGIF, we run into it the day after, or in Asia, right, on Monday, and it still didn't do that. So I'm sort of like wondering if we have a big juicy candle. Yeah, we're the 22nd. So I agree with you, S&P charter. We have to start looking into the monthly large wick or large candle. And what day is month end? Because we also have to keep in mind settlement price, right? So for the books, they just want to keep it higher and higher, and I think settlement price is 2 days prior to the last day, so that will be Friday 26ish is settlement price for the market maker closing books. It's 48 hours, I believe, so they can keep it, they can bring it down here. So I do think we might continue to go higher. Just to close their books, as high as possible, and then for the month end, let me see. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if this week we start, we're gonna make the manipulation move here in the beginning, then go up and then go back down into lower than this. So let's see. I mean, we've got to take care of it. We've got to look into this premium group, right? Like ICT taught us this week. I mean, this, for me, there were a lot of missing. It was so nice because I was starting to mix up the reclaimed inversion, or the reclaimed fair value gap, and the inversion. And ICT cleared that up for me this week, or last week, I must say. And I was really, I don't think he really went into those wicks on the left a lot. So I was already looking at it, but I was sort of like always, oh, when do I use them? But now, it was very good to see that how he used them. And now he's really getting into the nitty gritty stuff, right? So yeah. Okay. 245 daily. So we're moving down. So I would expect we're going into this wick now. I've calculated that one as well here. So you see the daily premium wick overlaps with the 4-hour daily wick, or discount wick, I must say. So I have an overlap here at this level, 761. So that's right here, right above the first presented fair value gap of Friday. So this is a point of interest for me if we go lower. Now, I must say I had that point of interest as well last week, and it didn't go to there, even though there was an overlap. And I wanted to have, so I was really like married to that bias at some point, because I thought, oh, I've got 3 confluences there, but I missed something on a higher time frame, I guess. So you see, if you find these confluences when there are if you have 2 wicks on a different time frame, according to my journaling, they're very powerful, but they can sometimes not be hit at that time that you want it to hit. So that was something I had last week. But anyway, so I'm looking into this now because of this wick and on the 4-hour. And let's go to the let me switch on my phone. That's annoying. I always switch it on the weekends because I always miss all the calls because I switch it off during the week. And then somebody, oh, I called you and where were you and blah blah blah. And okay, I switch it on in the weekend. So now I switch it off. Here we go. Okay, let's just have a quick look on the 15, right? On this one. Yeah, it's a short, but I just I want to get into a short. We're still in the distribution move of the 4-hour candle, so I really want to, it's, again, paper trade, guys. I'm not doing anything on my live or on my evaluation. You know what? TP, no. I'm going to take it to this level here, and stop loss is just going to be around here. I think this should be a protected high, right? We don't want it to go over this. It's almost macro time. Now, I see this. That's the 1:30 Fridays. I actually wanted to go below it before I actually should enter the trade, but as I'm now sort of like entering, I'm not FOMOing in. I don't want to say FOMOing in. It's just like, we are on the 4-hour distribution candle to the downside. For me, that's clear as day. We already went through. We might have a little retracement up, but Now, I do expect some retracements on all these graded levels, but that's okay. I might have to readjust to this level here, 769. Key areas to watch are bearish daily close candles and volume event across September daily candles. Yeah, key areas to watch are bearish daily close candles, bearish, and volume daily close. Yeah. So let's go back to, let's see what SMT chart here. Yeah. I had this gap already here previously, and volume band across September daily candles. Yeah, I how I see it, and correct me if I'm wrong. We're going all the way down here, and we're using these wicks as points of like little stops, right? We have retracements from those points. You see how now it's reacting off this first presented fair value gap. I didn't see it before. Now I'm on the 5, I see it. So I would have waited, but I know we have a macro coming. Let's go to the 3. Yeah, you see what I'm seeing now. I think we're gonna start. I think I'm gonna change my stop, my TP to a higher point. Why? You see the 75% of this wick is exactly on top of this first presented fair value gap. You see it changes on the time frame I switch, right? Obviously that changes because, but then you just look at the wick here. It's a 75% or 25% depending on how you you grade it, right? Settlement price off. Hey, I've got settlement price on my all the time on. That's here. But I started looking at them and keeping them on my chart because they're also point of interest. Could you? What do you mean exactly? Settlement price off? Okay, so again, I just want to make sure that I have my. You see, the first presented fair value gap is here on the 1 minute, and on the 5 minute it was higher, right? But I'm looking now at this wick here of the daily here. So I might bring my TP a little bit higher, but we'll see how it reacts there. If not, I just want to see it really rejects very strongly there. Hey guys, and you know, the people that have been with me, you know about my model, the 410 10-4. So it's also near a 10 o'clock price. So that's also for me a little bit of a signal like, okay, be careful around that area because the 10 o'clock, 4 o'clock work conjunction. It's 3 o'clock though, 2:53. We don't have anything. I don't have any 4. I mean the 4 a.m. I'm talking 4 a.m. not 4 p.m. by the way. Let that be clear. So when you watch daily candlesticks charts, ICT switch back and forth to inefficiency. Yeah, I have more tabs open. I don't show that here, but I have I look on inefficiencies on the monthly contract. I also have some different things on different charts open, but it's I think a little bit too confusing to go into that during a stream because I look at a lot of things all the time. But for the stream, you really have to sort of simplify it. And that was one of the first tips that I got from someone who jumped in and says, hey, listen, your charts are too full. For stream, just make a cleaner chart, less information, talk about some things, but you don't have to show everything because it's just confusing. So I got a little bit less into that. But yeah, it's I believe we need to scroll through a lot of things to get your data and to but I believe when we're like doing London and you already do this, it really helps for your AM session and PM session because you got a lot of data already. You have been looking at the higher time frame, and some things if they don't get hit during London, you know, they get there in AM or PM session. So it just gives you a lot of intel. So I don't really mind if I don't have proper trades or because I'm now, for example, if it goes back up and just doesn't go into this level, then you'll see it happens a lot in AM session. That's why I love to just paper trade when I just ease my way back into the trading after a weekend. I'm sort of not really rusty, but I really wanted to get off the charts for a little bit just to have really a nice weekend. So when I get back into I just need like a little bit of it's like, yeah, I don't know, I really like to, you know, go in big with my ethos or funded when I'm really like at a model or things like that. And I enjoy tape reading just as much. So for me, this is also, you know, going into trades and, you know, just going into paper trading demo, just see, am I on the ball? Am I reading everything correctly? Do I feel the market? Because sometimes you're just off. You know, it happens. Sometimes you don't see it, or you don't feel it, or you have a headache, or you had a lot of things going on. Life gets in the way sometimes. So I'm always sort of testing that a little bit when I just start out. And yeah, and then when I feel and know, okay, because, you know, London session, it tells you a lot about the AM session, what's coming, and when you're on the ball in London, 9 out of 10 times you will do, you know, you feel it correctly as well in the AM session too. That's my experience. But hey, tell me, guys, do you feel, I mean, how do you guys do it? Do you go straight in, that full burn, just, or especially on Monday? And by the way, Monday, I call it ping pong Monday. I use the N walks a lot. So if we get a ranging day, it bounces a lot between the N walks and the event horizon. So I use that a lot. Let me just go to the lower time frame. I'll show you. What I do, I scout them. Which area are we in? Where are the latest N walks that we might use? And the event horizon is the midpoint, right? And those are, especially if we're going to range into Friday, if we go into Friday's range, because that could be possible, right? And then we just bounce around. But there's still many good trades to be made when we have a ranging day. And then what I do, so here you see my green area, that's this week's N walk. Now let's see where last week's is, right? Now I just want to go to the higher time frame. Now we went quite a bit up. We went quite a bit up, as you can see. Gonna make sure, how many do I have on here? 12. Extend previous animals. Here we go. That's why I couldn't find you. That's why I couldn't find you. You were not extended. There we go. But you're still not extended. Okay. Why are you not extended? Okay. I'll improve that before. Well, no, I need to improve it now because we already might have to use them. So I don't want to wait for that. Why extend previous N walks? Extend to current day. I don't know why I'm not seeing you. Okay, I'm gonna use another one, guys. Bear with me. These are very important. They are important during the whole week, but especially Monday and Tuesday. Ping pong Monday. If we don't ping pong on Monday, we ping pong on Tuesday. It's very significant, and you'll see it when you backtest. You'll see it very clearly that it moves from event horizon to the N walk or to another N walk, and you can clearly see the range, and the range is really defined by those N walks. Especially on Monday and Tuesday. And I'll go to the 2 degrees. 2 degrees always has good stuff. He's amazing. Okay, let me just get rid of this because you are not doing your job, Kryptonite. You're also very good always. What happened to you, my friend? Okay, show the last. I'm gonna make it 12. OTE out. No OTEs. We can calculate that ourselves. You are green. Green. And you go to 2 because I need to see you. You're very important to me. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that, guys. Here's the one from this week. And this one is last week's. So for me, the only thing that, okay, here's the event horizon. You see that? I'm gonna make it, there we go. You see that? I'm gonna make it a little bit. Now, talking about confluences, okay, guys? I mentioned that this area is a point of interest because of that daily wick. Now see where the event horizon is, right? It's a much lower wick, but we'll get there at some point. Here it is, 24,603, 604-ish. So it's near the 33% of a daily premium wick. So I graded here. I only put it on the 0.5 here so I can remember what wick is it, because obviously if I go to the 4-hour and if I have all these wicks graded, I don't remember. Oh, what's the wick again? Okay, so we're going up now. I'm still bearish, to be honest, but you see, if we're going lower, we have the event horizon near in this area here, just above the 0.5 of the daily premium wick. So if we reject there, that could be the rejection of that area maybe for today, and then we go back into the range. So keep an eye on this one. Put your event horizon on your charts. Very important, especially Monday, ping pong Monday. Now it's quite a big range, right? If you look at it. Okay, I might be stopped out here, but we'll see. I'm teaching myself to let me be stopped out because I want to feel the pain of a stop out, because it means I was wrong. And if I have a losing trade, I journal it very extensively. So especially when I start on Monday and I get into a trade, hey, yeah, there we go. We've got the first presented fair value gap of London session printed right over here. So the midpoint is 247 points. So that means the other one should be 200. How much are you? Exactly 247 as well. Yeah. Oh, there we go. You see? So it's the midpoint. Okay, now let's focus on this move here. Yeah, I'm still bearish. I'm not getting out of the trade. into this thing. It's too early. Okay, I'm getting out. It's too early. But I'm still bearish. I'm not bullish at all. I think I want to get some coffee. I just want to be. We've got a 3:30 move coming, right? Let's see. Yeah, we touched this 4-hour wick as well. So obviously we are a little bit rejecting. We had a volume imbalance. So when you hit this, I guess also when you have like on the higher time frame, when you hit like a volume imbalance like this and a premium wick, we can expect, you know, a rejection to the upside. And now it's going down. Very good. I've got to wait. I've got out of my trade, so I've got to wait. See, that's what I mean when I just wake up. Or I didn't wake up, just when I just get started, it's sort of like. My coffee is finished. I don't have a waiter or someone getting me a coffee. My cats don't do it for me. I guess I have to do it myself. See, that's going down. Fuck's sake. Oh, did I say? I said the F word on stream. I said the F word, but you guess what? I mean. I promise not to do that myself. Okay, I have to always keep, you know, be civil and be, cannot say certain things. I said I was bearish. I got out of my trade, and then it runs. And it pisses me off in a way, but it was a paper trade, but I just feel the same like I would be in a normal trade, because it's just, you know, your bias was right. I was just in too early. I had to sit through some drawdown, and then I got out because I thought, you know what, it's just, it's not time yet, but it was a better entry, because now if I re-enter in Illinois. But anyway, I could re-enter. It's fucking. I hate it when I get insecure. You know, when I just get insecure of my trade. So. And I should just have that it stopped out, because 9 out of 10 times you're just right. I'm getting back in because I don't know, okay. I'm getting back in because I know where it's going. I've got my TP. And this was a good stop loss, but now it's not anymore, because now obviously we are going already down. So no, why did I do that? Okay, this imbalance, 10 o'clock. Oh, it's not an imbalance, I'm sorry. I'm gonna trill my stop with it. It's too early to trill. So you see what happens, right? You're on the your bias is right because you did a high time frame analysis, but And I also said, no, when you have a little imbalance here and you have like a point of a wick, you always get a reaction. And for some reason, this reaction got me insecure because of this area here, because that's the first presented fair value gap of. But you know, we're already on the move down in a 4-hour candle distribution, in a distribution candle. Yeah, it's still early. That confused me a little bit because, you know, the candle is at 2, and I use the 4-hour candles a lot. But I should not have gotten out, because it was just, we're already here. We already had the manipulation. We're already going on the down. We already worked our way through this wick. So I had no reason to be insecure. But there you go. Sometimes happens, right? It annoys me a little bit, as you can see, but it was unnecessary. But hey, that's why I paper trade in London when I'm not on the ball yet. What do you say, S&T Charter? Why don't you tell me not to get out? Don't get out. Hold me accountable. When I get into a trade, I would rather be stopped out than kill a trade early and be wrong. And now I'm going to be stopped out. You know why? Because we're out of macro. That's going to run. Oh, we've got all these nice little things here. I'm going to put it at my 10 o'clock. But we also have a wick here. Let me put it here. Give a little gap here. Reacting off. It's end of macro as well. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to do the following. I'm going to get out of this, and just because we have a little gap here. I'm going to hit it. I'm going to get some coffee and then get ready for the next move. Let's see if we get a nice entry. We can frame, let this move, just let the large move go, and then see if we can get a continuation move. But I want a good entry based on a nice retrace. See, that's what I mean. We already hit this little gap here. Okay. Winning trade. Okay. I'm gonna get a coffee. I'll be right back. I need a coffee. And we're gonna prepare ourselves for the 3:20, 3:13. I'll be right back. Coffee. Get yourself some coffee. There we go. Oh, look at this. Oh, nice. Oh, the beautiful run. Shit. There we go. Oh, that's exactly. That was my point of interest, right? That I had. Okay. Yeah. Got a bit of a headache, to be honest, today, so I'm also not feeling too well. That's why I'm also a bit careful with trading live or whatever. Look how it's going. You know, it was so clear. I'm annoyed a little bit because, you know, when I started the stream, I went over this move and I pointed out as well this level here. And then I said, you know what, but I'll be careful with this first percentage per value gap. But now it's going just right through, and then we're going all the way to this area. My first entry was, I can't remember, but I think it was above here, right? And then I had this already mapped out. You know, these distribution moves are so, I love that. That's my go-to, and it's annoying. I saw it and I didn't take it properly. $320 is normally a continuation, so yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that this is a good entry, this is a good exit point. Play it safe, you can do it here, but then it's just 20 points. It's just going to continue to go down now. I'm a little bit pissed off with myself that I didn't read it correctly. But you can enter short. I mean, it's 320 to 340 is most likely going to be continuation to this level here. My first, it was my first entry point. My first act, my TP. It's going to hit my TP. This is the confluence that I showed you, right? It's the overlay of two levels, and when you have a distribution move like that. Just write it down. I hope someone's in it. They took it. I'm a little bit upset with myself that I got like insecure of this little move here, because that's what happened. I actually had I think I had 2 entries, right? And just this little reaction here, which was a normal reaction because it's just hit the oh, this is annoying. This pisses me off. This is my I play distributions. This is my go-to. This is something that I should be good. I'm good at normally, especially reading the 4-hour candle. I'm missing a move. It's okay. It's not okay, but it's not. You know, when you had the first, it's just annoying because I entered the first trade and then I had that TP. And then I got out of it. I hope someone is in that trade, by the way. I really hope. You see how it's reacting now at the 33% level, right? Probably just going to go all the way down here. So that's the 4-hour daily discount wick, 0.5. Let's see how it's reacting here. God, I'm so annoyed. I'm really, guys, I'm really annoyed. Even though it would have been I'm really annoyed at this moment that I'm not in that trade, because I was in it and then I got out and I got this got me for some reason. I don't know why. So, but that happens when you have a headache and you're just not feeling 100%, right? And these things happen. Otherwise, I would have been in the first. When I got on and I saw it, I went over my analysis. I was pretty clear about the 4-hour candle, my higher time frame analysis. I went over it. It was all clear. And then I still got out because of a little retracement in the second trade. I can't even remember what I did, but it's the level here. Here we go. Here we go. Cool. Not going yet though. So I made a little short. Every trader needs a reset place, and you know, obviously, when you have when you just make a mistake, where you don't get into the trade that you were supposed to be on, it just messes a little bit with your head. Messes in the sense that it just pisses me off. I am especially, you know, going on stream and we have these opportunities which are so. We've been waiting. Normally this is week 3, distribution week. For me is week 3, but we didn't have that in this week. So I should have been prepared. Not having the our TGIF move in Asia, so we just had, you know, up. So this is the time that you could expect it as well. This larger distribution. Okay. We learn. Now let's see how it reacts at this 0.5 level of that 4-hour discount week. If it's going to reject there, or is it going to run further down? Now where was the event horizon again? It's all over here. So that is at 6:05-ish. Now what I'm hoping to see is that at 3:30 we might get a move back up, a retracement back up into the range. Because technically we're in the silver bullet. I'm going to make a video on the London silver bullet. So if we have a large distribution, move to the downside. What time is it now? 3:27. This is 2:35. 3 o'clock. Okay, then this could have been the silver bullet already. Not really, because we created equal lows. We didn't have a retest of the first presented. Well, let's see. We might have a silver bullet still coming, just because we didn't have a proper silver bullet here. No, we did not. Okay, so let's see what happens. If we get a nice retracement here, you see how beautifully it is stopping at the first presented fair value gap of Friday. And it most likely will reject it. And is that exactly one of those levels here? Oh, look at that! Isn't that exactly at the 50% of the 4-hour discount weight, guys? What do you think about that? Is that random or is that algorithmic? This could be a turtle soup to the upside, right? I'm just drinking my coffee now. I missed this large move, which I shouldn't have missed. So I'm still pissed off a little bit. So I'm just drinking my coffee, doing my analysis. I knew it was going to go here, and we're going to get our move up now. And are we going to just go up, or are we just going to go lower? I think I'm bearish for today. Overall, higher time frame. S&P charter, what about you? Are you bearish? Or do you think this is it? This is the rejection for today? Or are we going to go lower? This is technically a good point for it to be. If we're going to blast through this, then it's really like bearish. Are you kidding? Are you gonna go? Okay. Beautiful move up. Let me, I want to go to my other, if I would trade this to the upside, I would normally, let me see if I would do that, or just wait for another move to the downside. Let me see, what do I want? What do I want? $7.9 $8 $7.7. Hey, anyone, did you take that trade to the downside? I would love to hear if anyone took that trade. Okay. I think the move for now is, should wait a little bit, let it just do its thing, calm down a little bit, and then reassess at 3 and 10 minutes for a short. It's a bloody headache. It's just bad. So, you know, you have this, sometimes you have this, it's not really like, really a heavy headache, it's just very, just sort of like bugging in your head. I don't know. It's just annoying. Okay, let's see. So on the 4 hour, we have this discount wick, and we hit exactly the 50% of that. So obviously it will reject from there or show some reaction. Now if I look at the 4 hour candle, we still have 332. The 2 o'clock candle started at this. Trying to figure out how far this 4 hour candle could run. But you know, when you have a TGIF on the weekly, you also have TGIF on its fractal, right? It's just a 20, 30, 40% range on a candle. And obviously it doesn't happen all the time, just like we don't have TGIFs every time. But it's just a concept that every candle OHLC, you have an open, high, low, close. So you have a open manipulation, and then you have the distribution, right? So A and D. So also the 4-hour candle will have an open high distribution. You get a low, and then it goes back into the range, right? So I use the 4 o'clock a lot in my analysis, especially higher time frames. So I'm really trying to incorporate that in my analysis. So now we are almost halfway, and obviously at 4 o'clock. And then for me, the 4 o'clock is very, very important. Then I go to the hourly, because I use the 4 and the 10 o'clock a lot. But the 10 o'clock again is a 4-hour candle. So that's why in the AM session, I don't stream live in the AM session, but my model, my 10-4 model, is my go-to model. And it happens a lot of the times. I literally live off that, basically. But so at 4 a.m. I will go to the hourly, and I use it in a similar way. It's just a little bit different, but you'll see there's always an influx of liquidity coming in. And then I don't look at the 4-hour. I know the 4-hour already because I'm looking at it right now, but then I just look at the hourly to frame a shorter trade. But the 4 hours is also very important for me. So oh gosh. Now let's see. Still short bias, not long bias at all. Let's do this thing. There'll be enough opportunities. This is a very solid area now, so it will need to rest a little bit, I would think. But let's see. You see, this overlap. It is 0.33% of the daily premium wick and the 0.5 of the 4-hour discount wick. And I pointed this level 762, beginning of the stream. I got in a trade, and then I got out because I thought I was too early. Then I got in again, and then I got insecure of a little bit of a little bit of a retracement, and then I missed the bloody move. Shit happens. That happens when you have a headache and not enough coffee. Or maybe I got the headache because I drank a coffee. I don't know. But anyway, it's annoying, but still take reading. It's a beautiful move to the downside. Pretty fucking obvious. Okay, so you see how it normally when you have sometimes you have these reactions, right? And they go up very fast, and they just you get an instant, let's say even on the 1 minute change in same delivery, but you see how it's just not going over this thing. It's very slow, and it most likely will make its way up a little bit, but it still looks like, to me, the move itself to the downside is just not done yet. You don't have a proper breaker here. I am eyeing this level here. This is my interest, the 602. So that's still the way down. So I'm thinking, I might have missed this move, but we're not done yet for today. We're just getting warmed up. It's all good. Gosh, I hate that headache though. I'm having a headache. No, because I'm still short bias. I'm not getting into a long at the moment, but what will be in a good trade to where and my 4 o'clock is also approaching very soon. So what I think will happen is that what I would do in this situation is I'm just going to wait until let the move just go up, 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 and then I'm waiting for the 4 a.m. candle. So that will be the 1 hour candle. So what I'm hoping for is that we get a 4 o'clock, the open price, get a manipulation wick to the upside. Now, if it's 4 o'clock opens and we get a manipulation wick to the downside, then I'm not so sure how far we could go, because then I'm like, okay, because I want that last. I'm just trying to figure out what's the 4-hour candle going to do, right? Is it going to go? Is this it for now? Or are we going to get another move down and then at some point the move up? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait a little bit and let this move just go up, up, up. If it wants to go up, that's all fine. Then I'm going to wait until it's 4 a.m. or look at the 315 macro. But specifically the 4 a.m., I want to see the move just after 4 a.m. because it gives me a lot of information. So especially now I've been, not on the ball. I did not read. This happens sometimes. You're sort of like, you read it, but your execution is shit. Then you just have to reassess, get your reset, come back to the chart and just, go back into analysis, zoom out. Just the most important thing is to zoom out. Whenever you have, when you make a mistake in your analysis or your execution just doesn't match your analysis, because that's, they're two different things. I can have proper I can have a proper analysis, but my execution doesn't match it. That happens, and especially when you start streaming, it's something where you saw it to happen this day. My analysis was correct. I pointed out this level exactly when I started, and then I started doing my own execution and messed up a little bit. But doesn't mean the day doesn't mean we cannot benefit from a move, because it's just one move, and it's just creating. If you have a large move, it just creates it sets up the stage for a better move. That's it. So because it's such a significant level, right, and you can expect up. But for me, being in this low resistance, very slow moves, I don't like it. I like those the ones that I miss. That's my go-to. This, I can watch it and I can analyze it, but I'm not interested in that anymore. So I just watch it. I'm interested in this move too here. This move, 605-ish. Thank you for the like. Mhm. I'm going to the 1 hour here now because I want to see. So also, if you look into the 4-hour candle, right, and if I'm thinking about the 4-hour candle, you know, you can expect moves like this in between because it cannot make its full move to the downside. If it's going to be a large candle, it cannot make its full move. If it's going to be a large candle, because we still have 2 more hours to go, right? So let's go to the 4-hour again. So I'm like, let's say this is the 4-hour candle and this is the end. Now, okay, we could get a little bit of a one chop candle, but normally when you have a 4-hour candle to the downside, the 2 to 6, then the 6 could be the continuation candle. So you always have to keep in mind, like, okay, what can I expect? Or is this one candle to the downside? Are we going to get one, you know, in between? But then again, I'm looking at, for me, what has my interest is the only thing that worries me a little bit that it didn't touch the end wall. It's the only thing that it's a little bit like, because like I said, Ping Pong Monday, right? You wanted to, I was hoping it would really get into here and then go down. That's the only thing that's sort of like what I'm looking at, like why did it not really, you know? So are we going back to this range? Because look, if you look at this now, if I put the crosshair here, doesn't this look like a market maker? Hey, there are monkeys here, guys. Dolly, come. We're gonna get the monkey are trying to get inside. It's okay, Dolly, come. Living in the bush. Hold on, guys. It's okay, Dolly, come. Okay. I just had to make sure that the kitchen was closed. I love those monkeys, don't get me wrong. But I have my kitchen is downstairs. And I don't have any, they're so cute, you know, and they steal an apple or whatever they can find, but they're not really, you know, they're not vicious or not like the baboons. But yeah, you might see them on my popping by, but that's okay. They might sit here at on the balcony at some point. You'll see them. Here we go. Okay. Ooh, I got this headache. It's just annoying me. So So this is the only thing I'm looking at, right? If I look at the 4 hour, let's get back to it. So this is sort of like are we going to go all the way back here now? Because we didn't, we didn't really retest the. Now if I go on the 1 hour, we might have that this is a retest of. Let me have a look at it. Yeah, we sort of moved out of it, right? You can see here, so this is also how I use the end walk. So we have a retracement into it, we went out of it, but look, it did not really retest the walk or the settlement price. The settlement price is there as well. So that's the only thing that I'm looking at, right? This area here, it's not a, it's just, so are we going to go all the way back up here now? Is it, because, it's still if we create all this liquidity here to go back up. So that means that this level then, that was it for the, but let's see what the 4 hour is going to do. That will give me a lot of information. So we're in the macro starting 350, 410. Now the macro could be divided into separate macros in a sense, just to first part of the macro. If we're going to go further down, it could use the first part of the macro just to go up, and then it will go to reverse. But it could also be like just looking at this area. Are we going to go back to the annual? I don't know. This doesn't seem to. But this, it does have my attention, but. Do a V-shaped recovery. So you see that large distribution move to the downside was the move, right? Being bearish. No, I just don't want to get into a bullish move if I don't feel bullish yet. I don't have any bullish, how can I say that? I just don't feel bullish. Any bullish, I'm still bearish. I don't want to trade bullish when I'm bearish. Bearish. Should have like a bear and a bull. That would be nice. Okay, so now okay. It's a patience game, right? We have to be patient. And that's sometimes the hardest part when it comes to trading, especially when you miss a move. Being on the stream actually helps me a lot, to be honest. But when you miss like the distribution move, and then you have to wait for the next move, which obviously takes time because you have to sit through the retracement to the upside again, and just wait and to make sure that you have a proper entry. Make sure your analysis is correct, because you need a full reset, especially when you miss a trade or your analysis. Well, my analysis was correct, my execution was shit. It's the same thing. I think it still goes through the process of resetting is basically the same. So you just need to get your brain back in order, get rid of the negative feelings or whatever and just reassess. But then it's a patient thing, and being on stream really helps. But I'm 657, 24657. What is there? 24657. 24657. Okay. Start to get ready for a nice move. So this move at this point doesn't really tell me anything yet because I just want to see how it reacts at 4. Go all the way up here to retest this first presented fair value gap. 822. We might just go all the way back up here. Or we're just gonna go here. I just want to wait till the 4 o'clock. I don't have enough information to frame a proper trade. Because I think a lot of people are going to be fooled now in being bullish. And they'll be wrong, I guess. Okay. Now, what I would like to see if at the 4 o'clock candle, I wouldn't mind to see a spike up. So that would be the end of the macro. So let's say at 4 a.m. it uses. I'm sorry. It uses the manipulation to make it, let's say, into this area here. So I would like to see it go up. And then what I said, sometimes the macro, you can divide it in two, right? Then it uses the first part to make the move up. And then you'll see it a lot about, when you start looking into time, because I'm very much time-based, you see that exactly at around 3 past the hour. If it is, if you can divide, sometimes it's a continuation, but sometimes it's not. And I'm thinking like now at 4 o'clock, we might get a manipulation move to the upside, and then a continuation then for the second part might be to the downside. But let's see what happens. Because I'm a little bit conflicted. Looking at the 4 hour, I'm still bearish, but I just don't like the fact that we did not really retest the end walk here, and we have, if I look at this looks like a market maker, a buy sell model that could be completed. But then again, it could do it, at another time. But let's see at 4 a.m. I would love to see manipulation move to the upside, and that it, goes into, like, we still have this first percent fair value gap of London still here. It needs to be reclaimed as well at some point. So 2 more minutes. I think a lot of people will be caught off guard in this area now because it looks very bullish. People are like, oh, we got a little retracement here. So either they're going in long. Now, okay, 1 more minute. 4 o'clock will give an influx of volatility, most likely. You'll see that happen. Okay. I'm gonna watch this candle now. This 3 to 4. I want to see what when the moment the 4 o'clock starts printing, what it does. I wanted to see if I'm bearish. I wanted to see to go the 4 open, high, and then distribution to the downside. That's what I want to see. If it's a continuation on to the bearish side. Yeah. But we have a wick here on the 3, right? So is this wick now going to be a rejection block maybe for the 4? So we're going to go down and then further back up. Let's see. Because we could go all the way back up here as well, back to the N walk, because the N walk is also not really retested in any way. So that's why I have conflicting data for myself at the moment. I'm just sort of like, okay, let's see what's going on. So we're getting the 4 o'clock print here. So now the 3 o'clock has created a long wick, which I would now perceive. Could that be a rejection block? So are we going all the way back up now to here instead of continuing downwards? Let's see. Not much volatility, right, from the 4 a.m. It's just a minor move. There we go. Are we creating a fair value gap here now? Or we go to the downside? You know, you don't see a candle like this go like that and then all the way back up, right? $403. What did I say about 403? Paper trade, because I've got a headache and I'm not on the ball completely. I'm not doing any live trading or evaluation now because I don't feel 100%. But why? Okay, so why did I enter this short? I waited for 4 o'clock and I said the macro could be divided in two. If we're not going up further, it could be that after 4 a.m. we can get a change in direction of the macro. Now, why did I choose this TP? 723. Now let me go to the higher time frame. Still could be wrong though. I'm gonna lower my TP. That still looks a little bit bullish to me though, I must be honest. I'm still not convinced, but then hey, sometimes you just need to give it a go, right? And then be okay if you get stopped out. You just learn from it. Hmm. I'm just looking. Okay. Just hold on. Time to kill the trade. I'm just still looking. Hold on, guys, because This is exactly why I killed my first trade when how I missed the short, because that move to the upside got me out of my trade and then I missed the move. So I don't want it to happen again. This is how I missed that long distribution move to the down exactly on a moment like this, and it got me. I just want to make sure that I'm not exiting, getting the trade early. But then again, we've got a. Yeah, the move to the upside is not done. It's a paper trade. It's. I'm still bearish, but you can see how I'm sort of like always now. I'm not confident in the trade because that happened to me in this area as well. I got out because of this, and then I missed the distribution move. So okay, let me just go over my TP. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We'll see. It's about this area. There used to be a volume imbalance right over here, and it's changed now, so I'm going to lower it a little bit here. You can go away. This volume imbalance here is on the monthly, it's on the daily actually. $7.6. Decently. I'm staying in the trade. I'm not. It looks horrible, I know, but I'm so bearish, but could be too early. 737. Yeah, it probably wants to go up higher, right, into this area, or maybe even go back. Like I said, this area still has my interest, not really my interest, but it's not ready to go down yet. But look at this price action, right? It's horrible, isn't it? I mean, you don't want to be in a trade like that, right? That move at 3 was pretty nice. Hey! And you probably see monkeys on the side now. Naughty. Okay. You see it's a slow grind up, and it's most likely going to stop me out, but that's okay. Paper trade, guys, because I've been on. So when you have a slow grind up, right, like this, that's actually a good thing. I see you, monkey. I know what you're trying to do. They're sitting on my balcony. You might see my monkeys on the side. I call them my monkeys. They're my friends. They just hang out here. Oh. But you guys can't see that, but they're sort of like rolling over and just come. You cannot come inside, but you can sit there. Come. Hello. You'll see them. I'll move my camera out of it. You can see them on the side. Come on, it's okay. So, for short, I'm just, you know, the thing that confuses me now is if I have this as a rejection block, the 1 hour is now going over the midpoint of this one. So let's they're so naughty. Okay. I think it's safe to assume that it's going definitely up to this first presented fair value gap of London session. And like I said, I already mentioned that why I was looking at this. Why is this NWalk not retested? It just went out of it and it did not really. Normally you see like a retest of this area. So that's why I was looking at that. So it looks very bullish to me now. So this is definitely a point of interest first presented. Already engulfing this candle fully. So, like I said, for the 4 hour candle, this could be just, you know, the open, high, low, and then we have a close, right? So But could also be we already made the wick here for the 4 hour, for the 4 o'clock, sorry, apology, 4, open, low, high, close. So if I can read it both ways now, right now I am just not sure because I've got a potential rejection block here. It didn't go into one of those quarter, 1/3 levels that I use, so it sort of like made me a little bit hesitant for a long, but I'm also hesitant for a short because of the behavior and this area here. I can read it both ways at the moment, so I just okay, now let's see how it reacts at the first presented fair value gap of London. Let's see. Now, where would you enter on this long, right? Okay, the entry would be exactly at this point. Which was my TP if I would have gotten them up for it? It was an overlap of the daily premium wick and the 4-hour discount wick. Exactly, they overlapped. And so you could expect a reaction there, even though you would still be short bias. You would know, okay, we're going to, if you look at the 1 minute here, look how beautifully went into the first presented fair value gap of Friday, which was still unretested. No, I'm saying something that's not correct. Hold on. Let me just, was it I don't think we retested it. We went straight. No, we did retest it. Yeah, we went down and then we had to move up. Correct. Yeah. So but we went straight through it. So what you normally see happening is if you have a reaction like this, right? So boom, boom, then it is a point of interest just for but normally what you would see is that it would hit this point and not go through it. So that's interesting. Anyone in this long? Or did you catch that short that I missed because I got taken out of my trade because of a little bit of retracement, which really pissed me off actually, because I shouldn't have been in that, because my analysis was correct. But you know, shit happens. Shit happens. Okay, so I'm not just watching. Because of this move up now, and as I mentioned, I got like intrigued with the upper area again when I noticed that we didn't have a proper retest of the N wall, so it left this little bit open. Now it could be a breakaway gap, right? Like ICT teaches us, and it doesn't need to be. But do we see a breakaway gap? S&P charter, are you still here? Would you see a breakaway gap at a point like at an N wall, which normally needs to be retested for it to really leave the area, right? But could there be a breakaway gap at that area? I've never seen it, by the way, but it could be, right? But I'm just wondering now if this might be the point, because we hit 0.5. Is this enough for it to go further back down, or are we going to go all the way back up to N walk? And you know what I said? I call N walk Monday, ping pong Monday. But then again, we didn't have a event horizon, because the event horizon is all the way down at 605-ish, 24,605. So I would love to see it hit the N walk, but and then go in the direction of the event horizon, because we have no N walks above here. Or are we going to go back up further, like going up to, are we going to go into the highs again? Could be, right? Because look at the 1 hour. We just have wicks here. If it goes over this level, it could be a safe trade all the way up here. I might enter then. But hey, I'm off. My analysis might be correct, but my execution is really shit today. I'm just off the ball. I guess it's because I have a headache a little bit, and I don't know if it's because of too much coffee or too little coffee. I'm trying to figure that out. But now, we can call, if it reverses here, this is a reclaimed fair value gap now. Are we done? To the downside. We're going back to the downside, I mean. Aha! Look at this. I'm looking at, it looks like spaghetti now here, but. So we're rejecting maybe of this wick now. Remember, if you have the 4 hour candle, I'm always trying to talk about the 4 hour. You have to always remember that it's long, it takes time, you know, it has 4 hours to create itself. So even though it wants to go further down, it doesn't do it at one, you know, in one move, right? In one 4 hour candle, you will see it move down, up, down, and then it breaks its own low again if it wants to continue, because you know, it has quite a bit of time. We still have 1.5 hours to go for this 4 hour candle. But if we go over this level here and we invert this fair value gap, I think it's safe to assume that we're going to go back into this area then, which looks like it at the moment. Let's see. But on the other hand, if we go to the 1 hour, so that's why I'm always going back and forth between. This could be the 1 hour 4 o'clock wick that we just formed, right? We go to the upside, so there's the manipulation move, and now we're going to the downside. Let me go in a short again. I'm just going to give it another go. It's a paper trade, guys, because I'm off the ball. I'm going to put it above the inversion, so here. And my TP will be, I'm going to use the 66 over here. $4.20. If we're gonna go stop being stopped out, I would rather be stopped out sooner. Let's see. Yeah, this is good enough for me. I don't think it's going to go up, to be honest. I think we're so bullish before we're going to make it. It's just, so it's not a proper retest of this, it's just entering and reversing. Yeah, I think it's going to go up. I'm going to switch my bias. Yeah. But the thing that confuses me here is that we are in this rejection block here. I'm not switching my bias, just getting out of my trade. $15-minute. So we've got two 30-minute candles here. Did I get F'd out of my position again? And it was accurate. Oh. I'm getting back in. I mean, I was short bias and I'm staying short bias. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I think it's what to say. It's gonna be a short. I mean, I was short bias all the time. This is a rejection block here. Just retracement back and and 735. Here we go. So paper trade, guys. I'll be done. I'm gonna be okay for London and the PM session to go if the price actually goes up. I just need to get myself back in order and just get my head. I need to get rid of that headache. I have a little bit of like a, you know, it's like slowly just giving me. Okay, so why did I again? I went out and I went back in again, but this the green line is the first presented of PM session. Now it can disrespect everything, right? Because it's sort of like manipulating a little bit and not being very clear. We've got rejection blocks on both sides. We're doubling in the middle. Don't double in the middle, you know, when you say. But let's see. Now, we did not really create clear trend line liquidity, I must be honest. So it's a little bit. I am bearish, but I wouldn't be surprised if we go up a little bit higher because look, we got equals. Always share your bias if you want to, if you feel like it. So we're just not getting those, you know, like we had the move at 3 o'clock, the large distribution move. It's now just trickling, 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 not really getting any direction. So let's see what it's doing right now. Yeah, because we're halfway in the 4 o'clock candle, right? So I don't think we are going to get a bearish 4 o'clock candle, to be honest. Go to the 1 hour. It's now the, or are we just, it's just going to be an order block? So we just reject and we might go low just only into this until 5 o'clock. Yeah, so this is just, I don't think we should expect too much of this coming half an hour. Maybe it just goes down, but doesn't go down too far, because I think we are done going to the upside on the 4 o'clock candle. So it might be a move to the downside, but not very far anymore. Let me see, because we didn't hit any of these levels. So let's say we go into this level here, 768, up to this level. Because we rejected here on this rejection block, right? Let's say on the 1 hour, this is now, we hit this, and we're going sort of to the downside, but we're, so what I wouldn't be surprised if, oh, we're going back up now, okay. $432, let's see. So it's, if you look at this 3 o'clock candle, right, you've got two large wicks, which both could be rejection blocks. So if I'm looking at the 1 hour, like right now, we did react here at the midpoint, which is exactly in the first percent fair value gap of London. So I'm thinking, okay, we're going down for the rest of the hour. I'm just looking at the 1 hour. I'm just trying to figure out, okay, because it didn't hit any of a significant level on, now it doesn't have to, but we might just double around now in this area. So now I would like, okay, this might be a little bit too low for now, my TP. So I might, you know, do another, just calculate this. Okay, if it would be, if we are going to continue higher, because we have to now, you know, change bias maybe a little bit, because it might go up here. Let me just have a look quickly. Just have to think a little bit smaller. Maybe scalp a little bit. Oh shit, scalp a little bit instead of going for the large distribution, because I missed the large distribution move. So now I have to adapt, right? So for example, if we would go down and we use the OTE levels, it doesn't have to go further than this level, to be honest. 796. And this level is the OTE level, so that will be the rejection block level, 776. So it just, this will be a fair level to just, you know, keep going to a fair value gap and then go up. Then take out this level if it wants to go up further, right? Let's say we are not, let's say we walk away from, I was bearish, but let's walk away from the bearish and let's say, okay, if we're bearish, if we're bullish, but it would make a little move down because we already hit the midpoint of this rejection block, we go down. Where does it go to? It goes to look for an imbalance, right? What do we have as an imbalance? We have a fair value gap here, which this one is 38%. Sometimes it doesn't have to go to 250. So if I would have a safe trade now, I would do this at the moment, just a little bit above it. And also you've got a mitigation block right over here. So let me just put it right on top here. I'm going to bring this one down now to just above this one. So it makes my stop a little bit small. But I do want it to hit that level before 440. So I'm going to get rid of this one here. But this is really annoying price action because it doesn't really move, right? It's just sort of like dabbling. There was only one good move. That was that large distribution move. But you know what that means, guys? It gets better. It gets better later on. I'm just going to wait for one more macro, so the 450, 510, and then I'm going to do some resetting, just like I showed at the short. And I'll go to the beach to do a little walk. I'm going to get rid of that headache and then get back to it later this afternoon. And then make some money. I need to make some dough. Yeah. Now I have to be careful when we get the manipulation mode. It could retest this fair value gap because it's. I might have to start to bring it up here. There's a 1-to-1. I said scalping. Scalping is okay. 1-to-1. Paper trade. You know why I do this? If I if I paper trade, if I don't go into trades, because I journal them, even though when I paper trade and they're wrong, I journal them extensively. So sometimes I do this as well, and I also combine time elements. So sometimes, even though I'm not really sure about, I just get away from my live accounts, I get away from my demo, and I paper trade. Because that's the only way for me really to force myself to properly journal them. So sometimes you'll see me get into a trade and I'm like, okay, even though I'm like, okay, you know, you hear me like going back and forth between bullish, bearish, I'm just not sure at the moment. We're in the middle of a range. And it's a little bit hard to read at the moment. So now I'm like, okay, I also want to improve my scalping a little bit because I'm more, I am more someone who takes a large distribution with AMD and accumulation, with the manipulation, and then I take the distribution. That's why I'm into the 4-hour candle. But now, like when you're like, okay, I really want to trade now, but you know, we had the large distribution, we have to wait, but you want to do some scalping. I want to get better at that. It's really the short-term move and also trading against my bias, you know, because there's enough opportunity. So that's why you see me getting into trades, but I'm also very transparent about it. It's always, I tell you, the paper trade. But that's the reason why I do it. That's the reason why I do it. Oh, it's boring, eh? It's boring. Let's just wait, and then I'm gonna kill and anyone who is in a time zone where you can where you still have a beautiful day. Touch some glass, relax, and get ready for, if you're able to, for the AM session and PM session. And join me with the PM lunch. I'll be back, hopefully with a better, with no more headache. Boring price action. Boring, boring. Oh, it's still consolidating. It's annoying. You just have to wait. There we go. 441. Now, in all honesty, guys, this was the move to take, right? This was the move, the 2 o'clock continuation and 3 o'clock continuation. Now, just see if we can get a scalp out of here, and then we get ready for the New York session. I'm gonna touch some grass after this. I want to wait one more macro. And you know what happens a lot, we'll see a lot of large move happen after, when pre-market starts. They make it really hard then for the AM session. So, but we'll be fine. Just Monday, ping pong Monday. Okay, now let's see how this mitigation block here. Go touch it. Go. Oh, put a magnet there. They really help. Can make fun of me, but the moment I put a magnet here, see, that's why I didn't go with this. You see? You see, guys, how it works? So because of the market being a little bit fickle now, and we're dabbling in the middle, you have to really, go down in your analysis in the sense of either making your move smaller. And even though I'm not going for the 50%, yeah, we have an equal low here. But look, this could be like, I'm just looking at this order block. If it's like, you could reject straight from here, like, if we're gonna say retest. If I use we can call this a unicorn zone. If you would say this is like a breaker, but technically it's not a breaker because you don't have a higher high here. But for me, this being a mitigation and with the fair value gap, I'm like, you know what, 38%. It might go lower, but I don't care. I'm just going to take the 38%. And you can see as well, it's exactly in the middle of this first. I just use one. I'm just interested in this one candle. Because it could go lower, but I'm just going to take the low-hanging fruit now. If it goes there. But we need some retest at some point, right? But hey, it could retest this fair value gap as well. And it's the first presented of London. There you go. Here and here. So the 2 areas. It's a difficult price action to read, in all honesty. It's not very clear. So, hey magnet, come on. Put a magnet on this side. So it has 2 fair value gaps to choose from, right? Okay, so it already went into this one. Now you go into this one. But then again, you can say, yeah, but it already went into here. Yeah, correct. But in order to go further back up, it needs to grab some liquidity. And where is liquidity? Well, this is a point of liquidity, fair value gap, and it's 38%. So sometimes it does not go to 50%. This could be enough for it to go further up. Or it might reject fully and then go all the way back down, right? Because we still have this level. So it's sort of like bouncing. So what can you expect when you see a wick on the 1 hour and you look at the 3 hour and you have two large wicks on both sides? You can expect chop. And then you grade these wicks, right, on both sides, and you see where they react. So we had a proper reaction here at the 50%, but we didn't have a reaction at the 75 or the 5. So that's why I am anticipating, I could still be wrong, we could anticipate a move further down to maybe even here, 775. But I'm going for the low-hanging fruit, just because I don't trust it one bit at the moment. See how it's just trickling down, trickling down. We have to wait for the macro, so we have a few more minutes. And let's see, I hope it just manipulates quickly down into it, or it just manipulates a little bit up and then go back down. Let's see what it does. I'm just going for the low-hanging fruit now. You know, we could have another hourly consolidation candle because we have just one here. You look at the left, right, on the 1 hour here. Oh, we also have what, just one here. Okay, it's always good to look at the left. What did the left side do? It sort of mimics each other. So if you have consolidation to the left, you can expect it on the right side as well. If you have a market maker buy or sell model, always look to the left side. You'll probably see me do the right, but left. So just look at the other side to see what to expect. Well, this would still be in consolidation and still, that's why it's so thick and just doesn't move, because we're in between two of these large wicks, right? So always look at that. Here we go. Oh god, that bloody headache of mine. It's really annoying me. Two more minutes for the macro. Let's see how low it will go. If it's just going to be a retracement to go back, to go further up, or are we going to continue to move lower? Now, I'm looking at this rejection block here, potential rejection block. Oh, here we go. Come on, go down, down, down. We didn't move, we went up, right? So we're almost done with the 4 o'clock candle. We didn't hit any of these rejection blocks. We didn't hit any level of that potential rejection block, I should say. Meaning, I graded this, we didn't hit the 75%, it went up, but we did hit 50% of this rejection block on the 1 hour. So that's why I'm anticipating a move down. And the 50% was also in the London first percent fair value gap. Now, I don't think it's done yet here in this area, to be honest, but let's see what happens. Let's see how low it goes. I just have my trade set at the mitigation block here. and the 38% is right over here. So if it will go back up further, this area could be enough. It doesn't have to go to 50%. But now I do think it will go there. Why? Because if you look where the 75% is, that's in the OTE zone, right over here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we could go all the way in this area. But I'm just taking the low-hanging fruit. Fair value gap, mitigation block, magnet. $4.51. Oh, no more losing trade. Low-hanging fruit, but it could go all the way into the OTE zone because that's the 75% level here. There we go. Okay, hit. Why 50% of this rejection block now we're going into this rejection block here. You can go. Now let's see if it's done here or does it want to go lower. I just went for the low-hanging fruit because it could be enough for a potential move up. So I'm always looking at the beginning of a macro, because sometimes when the macro starts, the first few candles could be a downward move, and then it goes back up, and especially if it's 451-ish, but or it could just melt down. We'll see. So we're almost done with this 1 hour candle. Now let's see what you're going to do, my friend. NQ, NQ, NQ. So you see why I graded this area here, because sometimes when it's a slow grind up, it doesn't have to retrace all the way. This could be enough for the retracement for the move up. But let's just see if that's the correct analysis, or is it going to go further down? Because this candle will be so closed soon in 7 minutes, so I don't expect this candle to reverse or to go back up further a lot. Probably it will close somewhere in this area like this, or maybe a little bit lower. But if it goes below this point, it will return to a bearish candle again. Oh, if that happens, this turns into a bearish candle. Then I'm definitely getting in short. Yeah. Because then the 5 to 6 is going to be the continuation. If this turns bearish in the last few minutes, I'm just marketing order in. I'm very tempted to do that, to be honest, because if this one turns bearish, we're going to get a continuation on the 5 to 6. Because remember what I said about the 4 hour candle, right? I am bearish on this candle. I'm not bullish on this candle at all, but we just had a, sort of retracement. I'm very tempted to market order in short again. I just want to get rid of that fucking headache. Did I say F word? The F word again? Shh, I didn't say that. I don't do that. I don't try that. But hey, if this 1 hour candle turns bearish, I am bearish. I will bearish all the time. Let's see. So what you get at the 5 o'clock candle then? Let's say we're going to reject the 5. We reject somewhere here. Then we get most likely a rejection into this rejection block, and then we go down. Gosh, I can't get, I just love tape reading so much that it's hard to move away from it because I just love to see how it develops. But I just want to go touch some grass today. Get rid of this headache. Now let's see if you're turning into a down close. Looks like it, right? Doesn't look bullish anymore now. Four more minutes to go on the there we go. That's what I like to see. This is the OTE level of this range. Plus is the 75 and the 50% of this wick. Hey, it's not. Let's see, guys. What do you think? Yeah, there we go. It's better. You see the 1 hour is turning back. I'm gonna market order in, guys. I just don't want to stay. It is just. I'm just gonna practice my scalping, and let's go to the 0.5. We need a good, say the 767, because see, it's a small area, right? 7, 6, 7. Let's take this better. Let's scalp. So I am basing it off this 5%, 50%, which is OTE. All my trades have to have some logic. Now the only danger is that the 5 o'clock might have a little bit of a manipulation to the upside. "20 seconds. There we go. Are we gonna melt down now? There we go. "5 o'clock. Now, like I said, you can see sometimes the macro, you can divide it in two, right? One part goes to the downside, second part goes to the upside, because we have a new candle open, the manipulation move. I'm just going to move my stop. Why? Because I think it's the manipulation move to the upside from the 5 o'clock candle, because I think we're going to move into this OTE area because we still haven't touched anything. You see, we've got another wick here, so that's another rejection block. But we haven't done anything in this area here. But it could be enough that it's just going down. Oh, come on. I wanted to manipulate down into this area here. So that's why I have my TP right over here. I use the 50% of this wick. So now I'm going to trail. We're going to see some distribution to the downside. I can trail my stop with it. Or are you going to go flats around and go up into this rejection block now? Mm-hmm. $7.95. Okay, so 7.95 is the quarter. It's right over here. 7.95. Still bearish. Now, are we still bearish? Good. Okay. There we go. Come on. So I'm using this rejection block on the 1 hour just to make sure that for the 50% is here and the 75% is here. So let's see how we still have time. Looking at time, right? As a time-based traveler. Time-based traveler. Oh my God, what am I? Time-based traveler. Time-based trader. Oh my God, guys, I've got a headache, as you can tell. Strong Penguin. Oh, I like that name. Hello, how are you doing? Which mentorship did you learn? I did ICT core content 2 times. I went over mentorship 2022, and I watched basically all the videos that he brought out afterwards. But I also have other mentors which were mainly time-based. So I combined a few things. Oh, there we go. So my TP got hit. So I combine ICT with some more deep diving into time-based elements. So I took a little bit from a few minutes, but yeah, ICT is my basis, and that's my that's where I build my foundation on. And then, like for example, when he talked about the first presented fair value gap of the AN session, I was thinking, sometimes I just think, okay, what does he, because he doesn't give, he just gives partially, and then I started playing around with first presented fair value gap of London session, Asia session, and that's why you see those things on my chart. Yeah, I combine some things, but yeah, ICT 2022 core content. Core content is the basis, and then I think everybody should go through it one time at least. And yeah, what about you? You are ICT trader? Okay, so I said I would stop after 450, 510 because it hit my target. So I just, because I saw when this turned bearish, I'm like, okay, we're going to continue into the bearish side on the 4-hour candle. So I still think we have a long way down to go. This is the event horizon. Monday, I call ping pong Monday. So put your NWOGs on the chart and also the event horizon. That's just as much as a liquidity point as the NWOGs. It's very strong, it's a magnet of liquidity there. So I believe in the AM session, or maybe even in pre-market we will go there. But I need to take a break because I really have my headache is just killing me. It just doesn't seem to get less. It just seems to get worse. So I don't want to take a break. I could chart all day normally, guys. I mean, in all honesty, I love to be online with you guys and chat and continue that. But I'll be back later today, maybe a little bit earlier than the lunch session. I will create a lunch session, but I don't know if you're just subscribe to my channel, so then you'll see if I start the session earlier, because I'll create one just as I normally do, but I might start it earlier. I just have to get rid of this bloody headache that I have. I normally don't have that. I don't have that issue a lot of the time. But yeah, but I'll definitely be back because hey, I love to tape read, to trade, and if you need anything, any specific topics you want me to talk about, I love doing that as well. So that's why I started this channel, to help others as well, speed up the process, and mistakes that I made, you don't have to make them, and yeah, so that's the point of this channel. So yeah, oh, look at that. Oh, it's hard to leave now because I don't want to miss that. I was bearish when I started the stream, and I missed that move because I got insecure. I got out, and then I got back in, and then the drop came. But yeah, I'm still bearish. I was bearish anyway. But yeah, I'm just gonna stop the stream here because I want to get rid of this headache. Join me later today, guys. I hope to see you later again. Subscribe to the channel so you'll see if I start the stream earlier. I just can't do this now properly anymore because my head is really killing me. I hate it, but yeah. Hope to see you guys later then. Yeah, I'm still my bias is still short, and definitely if you leave this area here, the 79%, look at the event horizon, guys, and mark. Let me go to the daily again. I want to show you that you use these levels properly. Mark these wicks like ICT mentioned in his video, especially this one here on the daily, because if it goes down, it will use these levels as a rejection, right? So one more time, let me go to the 4 hours so you can see it. So you have a little imbalance here, which is a point of interest of mine as well. So it will work its way in this wick, and then if that's done, it will go lower. And then I think maybe later today we'll go into this area here. And we'll see how far lower it will go. We'll take it step. Maybe it will just stop here somewhere, or just from here. I just missed. It's going to be. I think it's going to be a large distribution move again to the downside. But anyway, the strong penguin, tell me if you're still here. Are you doing any mentorship or ICT? And I'm just curious if anyone else here is doing, because I started last week with doing recaps of ICT's lessons, what he's doing. I love what he's doing because it's really short, precise, and it already cleared up one or two things, because I was confusing the reclaimed in fair value gap with the inversion, because I was like, oh no, we have to go through it, and I complicated it. But now, you know, he really goes into it, and so I'm just wondering if people want me to keep on doing that, to do the recaps, go over them, you know, because he does the higher time frame, he goes over an example on the higher time frame, and then I thought, you know, let me simplify it and go into the mentorship on the lower time frame. So look for examples, go over them. So it's, you know, it really comes to, people can really start utilizing them. That's how I basically taught myself ICT, by you know, journaling and backtesting and stuff like that. But anyway, I hate to leave you guys, to be honest. It's really like being, I just need a little break because of this bloody headache, and I'll be back then later today, fresh and ready to rock and roll. And then I'm gonna, you know, I really want to get into my trading, my live account, and I love Mondays, even though it's going to be, if we're going to Friday range. I have a few models which really work well, yeah, so I can show that in the lunch PM session, maybe even sooner if I get soon. I normally don't trade AM. I do trade AM session, but I don't go live AM session. But I might start doing that at some point. So yeah, nothing to be bullish about now anymore, but just be careful because it might go a little bit up. Yeah, just be careful in this area, guys, because we're still in this, we're in this wick here. You see this large wick here? It's the 50% wick here. We went right into it. But once it passes this wick, just watch these two areas here, and we've got a nice imbalance here. Oh, I just don't want to miss this one. It's me being a degenerate now, having a headache, seeing a move to the downside, knowing your bias, not wanting to leave it. But I have to give a good example. When you have a headache, you're not feeling well, do not trade. Even though you know where it's going, because you're not sharp, you're not on the ball, you might miss mistakes. So I don't want to leave you guys, but I have to now, and I hope to see you back. And yeah, keep an eye on the timing of my upcoming trades and upcoming sessions. See, I'm just saying weird things. Upcoming streams that I'm going to put in. Okay, guys, I love your support, and I love that you hang out with me. And you know, I'm just started out, so all of you guys, thank you so much hanging out to me, supporting me, and helping this channel grow. It's all about you guys. I'm you know, there's no point in being here without you guys and being of any value for you. So anyway, I see you later.